Okay, so activation. Everybody take your consciousness behind your eye. Breathe. If you hear my voice, and if you can be present to the connection between all of us, you and I, the other beings from all around the world who are not willing to accept anything less than what's possible for humanity. That not willing to accept, that divine, blissful dissatisfaction, beautifully in bliss about what exists in our lives, but wanting more. That there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's in the design of a creator. In order to create, you have to have divine dissatisfaction. There's nothing wrong here. All of the abilities to create upon creation, all that you have ever imagined, are within you. But just speaking about the fact that they are within you opens the portals to be able to embody the skill sets. But without understanding the skill sets and without practicing the skill sets, without a willingness to do so, it's just a wish. As we start to acknowledge the magical nature of our existence, and as we start to deliberately take on the work to embody those superpowers, we actually lose all doubt and we start to get excited. Excited for the journey that's already been made manifest by our willingness to have a dream. And if you haven't yet reawakened the dreamer within you that you had when you were 1 or 2 or 3 years old, still be excited, because my gosh, what's awaiting for you as you give permission for yourself to have desire, to be a contribution, to be all of the divine child of God that the entire universe saw before you got here. The willingness for you to experience that in a body, on a planet, in this lifetime, has you already saying yes to dreams that your consciousness is opening to, that will first seem extremely unfamiliar. And in fact, they may even scare you because they're so unfamiliar. But remember not to collapse the idea of unfamiliarity with scariness. Unfamiliar does not equal scary. It equals unpracticed. When something is unpracticed, it's unfamiliar. The next logical step is to practice, not to be distracted and taken out by your fear. You were creation's divine idea. You were born out of pure possibility because creation knew that you, as creation with this personality and the bridges that you've built and the skill sets that you have, inevitably could change the future of your ancestry, yourself, the planet, the universe. It wasn't a question for consciousness. It wasn't up for debate. It wasn't there to be doubted. It just was and is. And consciousness is a relentless champion of that knowing. It's not a belief for consciousness. It's an is. So consciousness holds the space, relentlessly redirecting you back to you living in the miracle zone as that alchemical divine creator. It will not let go of that dream because for consciousness, it simply is the truth of who you are. Everything that is not the truth, fortunately, feels not that great. Feeling not that great about a way you're being or about a circumstance that's happening is a wonderful thing because it tells you that you're out of alignment with the future trajectory of the possibility for your life. The beliefs you're having, the actions you're taking are being redirected. Thank goodness for feeling bad. Thank goodness for anxiety. Anxiety and self-doubt are simply manifestations of you operating from the idea that you're all by yourself, that you're alone in the universe, that there's nothing else to you, that you are not an expression of the entirety of consciousness in human form, that you're not 90% pure possibility waiting to happen in reality with skill sets and abilities that are in your design, that are engineered into you, that perhaps you haven't yet realized, but what an adventure realizing them is going to be. When you have doubt, when you feel insecure, it's because consciousness is redirecting you back to the deeper truth, because the only way you'll feel doubt and insecurity is if you believe that you're all alone, that you're not multidimensional. You should feel doubt and insecurity because when you're all alone and not multidimensional, you literally don't have infinite wisdom guiding you. That should leave you insecure and doubting. Thank goodness. How else would you be redirected to the remembrance? There is nothing wrong. Everything's happening for you, and you are loved so madly. There is a titillation, an exhilaration, an excitement, a pure joy in consciousness's awareness of even this conversation right now, where awareness is popping like popcorn within each of us. So go forth and multiply. Have fun. Be light. Enjoy. Build bridges. Have compassion. Enjoy. Engage. Have a sleep when you're being triggered or feeling out of control. Just go to sleep and then wake up and enjoy and be 100% responsible to the best of your ability. Be 100% responsible for where your frequency sits. Because where your frequency sits is how everything comes. That's not about changing your thoughts. Changing your thoughts is surface. Start to do the work to shift your operating system, to shift the fundamental way you operate with life, the fundamental understandings you have, and all of your beliefs will automatically upgrade to that new operating system. And breathe it all in and know that it's all possible. And just know that it's all coming our way. And I love you all madly, and have an amazing, amazing, amazing metaphysical connection to each other